Hey guys, and welcome back. This is part 2 of part 1. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get some maximum damage orbs here for my crappy white crossbow. I can't really afford much else, so the extra damage should come in handy. I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk about hotkeys earlier. I mentioned them. You'll notice that I have the letter keys as hotkeys. You can change that in your options. I really don't think the F keys are any good. I mean, it doesn't mean you're just gonna like fail instantly, but it's just not very efficient in terms of skill switching, and you know, the less hand movement there is and more finger movement. And I mean, if you just think about it, the time it takes for your hand to go from F1 to F10 compared to, I don't know, like from Z to X, where you just have to move your fingers, it's a lot faster and easier really. You don't have to do as much movement, and after a while it just comes naturally. So yeah, you don't have to copy my hotkeys, but it's just what I like to use. So you'll notice those wandering sand fishes, or whatever they're, sand vaginas. They shoot out lots of flits from their vaginas, so you need to kill them quickly, or else yeah, things can get out of hand. Not for our crossbow and Necro, of course, because we have plenty of AoE. We can take down flits anytime. I'm not planning on doing Blood Raven right now, but if I meet her while I'm looking around, then I'm going to kill her anyway. Might as well. Those quill bears will hurt later on in destruction. They really do hurt a lot. they cast a spike nova on death that hurts a lot. Skill wise, you can see I'm just putting into some points into Dragonfire Oil, of course, for the extra fire damage. Always helpful. And sort of in game, you can easily get a ridiculous amount of extra fire damage from there. So you can see I've started using Flametail Shot just because, you know, it's a bit of range. Right now I'm just trying to sort of trap Blood Raven, and there you go. We got a nice trap. Down she goes. Watch out for that Cataclysm, I think it is. Could be an Immolation Bomb, but I think it's Cataclysm. Yeah, anyway, so that's Blood Raven. And there we go, socket, and you'll see that knife sell for quite a bit. It's 10k, but I'm actually just going to leave it because I want to sell it later on in a higher act, so I get the most out of it. Because right now it's capping at 10k because I'm in Act 1. So yeah, might look for some gear for my mercenary, but probably not gonna bother. She'll die anyway, and I can't be bothered resurrecting her. Waste of money. Now I've got to head to the stony field to find Deckard Cain. You gotta wonder, with the amount of repetition that we do while doing quests, the fact that Diablo 2 is still alive despite that, it's quite a testament to how much repetition humans can stand. Yeah, you can see Flametail Shot's quite useful now. I don't have to get too close. Should have really been using it earlier. Oh well. And you can see that I have that hotkey on X on my left mouse button. So I just switch between Z and X, and it's very easy. You can also see how awesome Frost Claw Totem and the Reanimator. There's just so many of them, and they do quite a lot of damage as well, so yeah, they just kind of swarm and destroy everything. To be honest, I will be using summons later, I think, but for now I can't really support them. Like, I don't have the spare skill points, and I don't have the gear to really, you know, justify using them. And since I'm not using Voodoo Shot anyway right now, I don't really have any use for him, so I'll probably respec later. And notice how I pick up the rare throwing knife as well, because you can actually use a Catalyst of Destruction on that and bring it down and then socket a rune into it, and it sells for money. Money's always good. Always good. Let's see if I can kill these sleeping cave snappers. I probably can. Just out damage that regen. 3 gold. You always want to look out for items on the ground. Get in the habit of doing that. Like, some people complain about there being too many items and whatnot, but it does come with practice, I think. Like, that sort of ability to scan items on the ground really quickly. I tend to make my actions really quickly. When I look at my skills or stats or items, I don't really need to stare at it for a long time, because I've played this game a lot. I've played Diablo 2 for almost 12, 13, maybe 14 years, I don't really know. Back in the day of the Oculus Ring and the White Rings, if anyone remembers those, in the ladder. And Boazon's pretty much just dominated everything with Guided Arrow. Piercing and Guided Arrow, it's like, what the hell? Kinda stupid. But, yeah. Good old Sealod. Played a bit of Smiter back there as well, more recently. And by recent I mean like, I don't know, like 3 years ago, so not that recent. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's too flooded with bots and, you know, rubbish and hackers, although it's always been full of hackers. Oh look, another unique. Yeah, notice I get stuck here. I'm just going to use Bend the Shadows. Conveniently move myself onto a totem, and Scimitar's mine. I'm just going through the act at the moment. I did consider just giving myself the waypoints, but I feel like I'm already cheating quite a bit by using that pack, so I won't do that. I'll go through the acts normally, run like everyone else does. It's really annoying actually. The mercenary keeps using pagan rites, and that destroys corpses, and I don't really want her doing that, so I want her to die, to be honest. Kinda sad. It's like my comrade coming through these dark dungeons and abysses where there's demons and crazy ladies trying to hack you open with their knives and stuff, and then, you know, I want her to die because she's taking my corpses. Fuck you. Okay, so that concludes part 2. I'll continue in part 3 and we'll save Decade Cain there.